Hey First Tee family, today's video is all about my favorite lesson at our First Tee par level. Welcome to home video number 26. I'm Coach Jimmy Beers, and let me dive right into today's lesson because I'm so excited to teach you about my favorite lesson at par level called personal par. What is personal par? Personal par is a method used by Earl Woods, used with his son Tiger to keep the game fun, and over time in history, I would have to agree that it worked. Par in golf is a term defined by Webster's dictionary by the number of strokes required for a hole or round played without mistake. 2 strokes being allowed for each hole for putting. Par represents perfect play, whereas bogey makes allowance on some holes for human frailty. 2 words that really stick out to me in that definition are without mistake. Let me ask you an honest question. Have you ever played a round of golf for 18 holes without making a mistake? I can tell you my answer is definitely no. A friend of mine who you will meet in an upcoming one of our videos shot a score of 58 in a European Tour qualifier, and he missed a 5-foot eagle putt on the first hole, which he actually claims as a mistake. So with that in mind, the lowest score recorded in competitive golf history, 58, that player still feels like there was a mistake made in that round. So let's go over first how par is even determined in the game of golf. A par 3 allows a golfer 1 shot to get on the green and 2 putts to make the par. The distance is anywhere up to 250 yards for men and 210 yards for women. A par 4 allows the golfer 2 shots to get on the green and 2 putts to make the par. The distance is between 251 yards and up to 470 yards for men and 211 to 400 yards for women. A par 5 allows the golfer 3 shots to get on the green and 2 putts to make the par. The distance is between 471 yards and up to 690 yards for men and 401 to 575 yards for women. And yes, there actually is even a par 6. So those last few sentences should teach us the importance of putting, as regulation pars all require 2 putts, and those hard-fought pars, those up and downs, require 1 putt. So why do golfers even compare themselves to par? Less than 2% of golfers in the world can shoot par for 18 holes. This is a pretty high standard to live up to, or in this case, golf up to. So let me first teach you about what personal par is at the First Tee program. Personal par is a measure of how you usually perform in golf, at home, in school, or right now in our parents' case, working from home. Personal par will allow you to determine the measure of performance that reflects your abilities rather than what others are achieving. Personal par allows you to determine where you are right now and where you want to be in the future. For example, if you shoot a score of 7 on the first hole at Mud Run Golf Course, then your personal par should be a 7 and not a score of 4. It makes a golfer feel way better if they achieve their personal par instead of defining that score as a triple bogey. So let me ask you, what sounds better to you, a triple bogey score of 7 or a personal par of 7? Personal par lays a foundation for goal setting, which is introduced at the birdie level in our First Tee program. So I hope you found that today's personal par lesson very valuable and makes you rethink how you calculate your performance to the game of golf. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow and the rest of our home videos. So stay safe, stay home, and we'll see you soon.